Good afternoon, everyone. Rob here with the DAE admin team for another challenge of the week review. This is week number 3. How are we all doing today, my friends?
Great.
Hey,
Thumbs up.
Friday.
Excellent. Friday.
Woohoo!
So we hope you all had a great week. We certainly did, keeping you all educated and entertained on our YouTube channel and in our online workshops and classes. So for this week, before we get started, I have to shout out, we've got our awesome music from Wolf and Raven again. We will put a link to the YouTube channel in the description of this video after the stream. If you enjoy the synthwave tunes like I do, gotta shout them out. Anything to add before we jump into our review for the week?
I don't think so.
All right, very good. Well, at any rate, so this week the challenge was to build a game in Scratch. Just to recap, our first week was a Minecraft challenge. Our second week was a drawing challenge. So we figured we'd do something with some game design this week. So it's to build a Scratch game. The rules were to build a Scratch game with a player, an enemy or obstacle of some kind, some prize or goal, and a customized background. And I'm sad to say we only got one submission this week. You know, we had such brilliant submissions in the last 2 weeks. We had great numbers. This time we only had one. And it was from our fantastic intern, Dylan. Dylan, thank you very much for submitting the game. We all took a look at it. We all thought you did an awesome job with it. But because there was only one submission, we don't really have anything to review, and we can't really pick a winner. Obviously, by default, Dylan wins. So congratulations, Dylan. You did a great job. But we wanted to stay true to our schedule and keep our live streams going on Friday to educate and entertain you all. Plus, it's the end of the week, and we want to have a little fun. So we, as a DAE team, are going to build a game that we could have submitted to this challenge. So we're going to do it together. So we will walk you through the process of how we would build this game in Scratch. How does that sound?
Good. I'm pumped.
All right. Now, just so you all know, Emily is like the original OG Scratch instructor at the DA. I mean, our original.
I'm doing a happy dance.
That's
a happy dance.
As well deserved. I mean, all of our Scratch curriculum was fundamentally developed by Emily. All of the classes that you all have taken in Scratch, that was all Emily's doing and have changed shape over the years as instructors have added their flair, but it's all Emily's been. So we have an expert. I mean, like I said, we have the OG Scratch instructor go with us right now. So you all better be prepared. And also, if you're interested in learning a little bit more about some of these games and how they're made, take a look back in our YouTube catalog because Emily does a lot of awesome live streams on how to make awesome Scratch games. And the last one was about Star Wars. Star Wars is awesome, so you should all watch it.
It was awesome. Yes.
So, I've spoken enough way too fast with way too much energy for a Friday. So let's tone it down a little bit and bring it down. And let's talk about our game. What do we want our game to be about? Talk to me, my friends.
I just realized I did it this time.
Oh, no.
That was my doing.
Well, if I remember me learning about game design, basically for any game, we need 3 things. We need a goal. We need something to stop us from getting to that goal and some sort of mechanic to help us get over the obstacles, whatever they are. So what should our goal be?
Oh, just quickly, I have to interject. Hi, Dylan. Thanks for tuning in. Great job with your game. I have to just interject for a second and just state that Nick is our resident game design expert. Forgot to mention that. I mean, Emily, the OG Scratch instructor, and Nick, the expert in game design in the group right now. Go ahead, Emily.
And Lori, who knows all about aesthetics. So I'm pretty sure this is the dream team right here.
You know, I'm having a hard time figuring out my role in this. You're the ultimate trio, and I'm just the guy that yells a lot and has way too much energy. So, I mean, I guess I serve a purpose, but you're the experts here, and you will tell me what to do because I am the least qualified of the group right now to make this game. So, at any rate, I apologize, Nick. Continue on.
Totally fine. So, what do we want our goal to be? Do we want assuming we're using the Scratch Cat, do we want him he needs to find his lunch, or he needs to there's one hamburger left at the end of the maze, or whatever it is.
I like where your head's at, because I'm thinking it's Friday and we all deserve something tasty. So let's make the
Absolutely.
prize something delicious, like a cheeseburger, a taco, or something, right?
Ooh, how about a taco burger?
I
could
love
Let's see if there's a burger Sprite. Because
hybrid Sprite.
I think there might be. There's cheesy puffs. I don't think is there a cheeseburger? There's no cheeseburger.
You need me to draw
Definitely a taco.
There's definitely a taco. Because I was going to say we could have a taco with a crown on it, so it's a royal taco.
Ooh.
You could draw a crown on the taco Sprite.
Could do that, although my digital drawing skills are pretty sad.
Wait.
We could take a class for that.
Wait.
Can I afford it?
Wait. What if
was that,
we
Lori?
changed the
taco.
What about wizard taco?
Wait. You're a cat knight, and your task from the queen or king is to find the last wizard taco in the land.
I think we got it. The wizard taco. Look at the wizard taco's epic wizard beard.
That's
Puts
amazing.
me
It's
to
like sour
shame.
cream.
Yeah.
Sour cream. It kind of looks like Merlin from The Sword and the Stone.
Well,
Merlin.
by all that wizard hat with the stars on it, I have a little wizard hat for my cat named Merlin because he's a wizard cat. So that's very near and dear to me. So I think we're going with the wizard taco, right?
I think the wizard taco.
Okay.
Yeah, and what was your premise, Nick? I liked it.
You are a cat knight, and you have been tasked with finding the wizard taco for the good of the land.
Okay, so wizard taco, scratch cat. So that sounds good. So in terms of the background, we do have to make a custom background here. So do we want to have some kind of medieval background? Because I know there are some medieval backgrounds built into Scratch, but I think we should customize it a little bit, don't you think?
I think so.
You could upload it and then draw on it. Perhaps that's the way to go.
Perhaps that's the way to go. What do you think, Laura? You're the one that makes things look good. So
Okay. So you said we can import some
an image of some kind.
Yeah, like you can grab it from the library, or you can, grab it from the internet. Sky's the limit.
So why don't we do this? Why don't we divide and conquer a little bit? So I'm going to start programming the Scratch Cat to move with WASD. Lori, why don't you work on the background? And then while I'm doing that, why don't Nick and Emily, you talk about our enemy or obstacle for the game? So that way we can work
let's
efficiently.
troubleshoot.
All right. Well, I'm going to get started on some code here. So.
Okay. So Nick.
Yes.
What's going to get in the way of the knight getting the final wizard taco?
Well, I feel like if we're gonna have a wizard taco, we should have like hot dog goblins or something. You know what I mean? I feel like we need to keep the world. I mean, if we're gonna build this game here, right? We need to have some sort of aesthetic and something that makes the world make sense. So if we have a wizard taco, we should have I'm trying to think of a good name for this now. Basically, imagine you just have what would the enemy of a taco be if we had to?
Ooh,
I know, hard hitting questions here at the DAE on Friday.
Would it be like a family? Would it be like a family feud, like a zealous burrito, or
I mean, absolutely.
or like a chalupa,
or maybe it's a healthy food, right? It's like the healthy food and the delicious.
Okay.
Not that tacos aren't healthy. I'm just the junky food versus the healthy food. I don't know.
I got it.
Just
the rotten tomatoes. We just need a rotten tomato.
There we go.
So, if I can ask a question about our background and our game. So, this background that I'm doing is at the beginning, and then does the Scratch Cat get to a certain point in this area, and then does the background change?
Yeah, so we're probably gonna need 3 backdrops, right? The one for the actual gameplay, and then one for a game over, and
So
one
is
for
it a
a winning screen. Huh?
Is it a maze, perhaps?
I think we're gonna have an enemy that we have to avoid. So some sort of moving obstacle that we have to avoid. So why did my Scratch Cat get all pixelated? Do you see that?
For a split second, I did.
Did you switch him to a bitmap?
No, he's vector.
I'm gonna take a photo from the internet and
Okay,
like
so be it. It's
draw
fine.
a castle in the background. Castle in the background. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay,
Nice.
all right. So I'm gonna continue. So do we want Scratch to start just kind of on the left side of the screen here?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, it's
so
fine.
Let's go to when green flag clicked. We're gonna go to this position, and then Taco will be over here. Okay, so we have some motion.
We have a fruit platter that is built into Scratch.
Oh, do we?
We also have a fruit salad. A
Oh,
lot of fruit going on here. An apple, some bread, a muffin.
Ooh.
Ooh, how about the angry apples?
are there angry apples?
Oh, we can make one.
Ooh,
Good
yeah.
idea.
Okay, so I could have the apple spread and then draw like angry eyebrows and a frown on it.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Sold.
So here's our apple, and let's go over to costumes. So let's see. We need let's see our paintbrush, and we'll give him angry eyebrows. I'm an angry apple. How does that work? Does that work?
I feel like it's more of a I'm an angry apple and I'm gonna get you.
Perfect. Right.
Oh my god, I love it.
So
You'll never see the wizard Taco if it's the last thing I do. Sorry, go ahead.
I feel like I want to keep make a slogan for this guy that's a spin on the apple a day keeps the doctor away, but an apple a day keeps the tacos away.
Now, how can we do a little thing where like the cat has like a special night hat or a shield?
Oh
and
yeah.
some special shoes or something?
Yeah, should we draw them on him, or should I get
Yeah.
like the sprite? Okay, so you're
No,
gonna
I
challenge.
think you should just draw them on there
Oh.
because you did such a good job with the apple. You know. What I'm saying?
So let's get. Oh, I'm so embarrassed already.
Why?
Brightness. So I want like a silver color. How do we get silver?
Yeah.
Here?
I mean, this background isn't going to be like a work of art or anything.
What I'll do is I'll grab white and then I'll just change it to be
Change it
kind of
to gray.
silver. Okay,
Yeah, change
cool.
that to
All right.
saturation.
So we're thinking like a night helmet. What does a night helmet even look like? I can't even tell.
So,
should we put like a plume on it?
Hang on, I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah.
So
So
we
this
need like
isn't-
the little face opening, right? Like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then like we'll have like maybe like I'm kind of drawing the outline here. So here's the
Yeah,
helmet,
yeah.
right? And then maybe we want like the little face shield. So let me fill this in as best as I can, right? Because you don't want to see his ears. You want to his ears are going to be in. Actually, what I should have done is made holes for his ears to pop.
I was
out of the
about to
top.
say. I was about to say.
That was an oversight. I could do that. I could back off. We could fix it.
Nah.
Here we go.
We're
Ready?
dedicated at this point.
So
We're all in.
his little ears are going to be popping out like that. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, so Nick, discuss with me what's happening with the bad guy. You know, like what? So we have to get to the wizard. What's
Right.
the bad guy doing?
So the bad guy is basically trying to keep our Scratch Knight Sir Meowington away from the wizard because the Taco Wizard, you know, he has seen the future and he has a prophecy.
I am. Oh, what happened to my thing? It disappeared.
Oh, oops.
Oh, Lori was sharing.
I went to that and I thought it would
Ooh.
just be my little thing.
No, it's okay. It's kind of cool that we can see what you're doing.
I turned it off.
I
turned it off.
lost the helmet here, so we want his ears popping out. This is a
Oh,
very
yeah.
wide helmet.
Oh, I thought it looked pretty good
The
before.
helmet. It's very wide.
Oh, wow, it got wider.
You know what? Let's just go with it. I
Yeah,
like
it got wide.
it a little wide.
Why does my helmet keep disappearing? What's going on with my Scratch here? Also, I should sign in.
That's
Oh.
probably
I should
probably
sign
a good thing.
in. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I lost my game. I hope not. Ah, we're still here. Okay, good. All right. So let's go back to this. I'm gonna go. Can I undo the? All right. Let's see if we could start over here. All right. There we go. There we got back to this one. It's still here.
What happened?
I was like, man, what? Okay. So then
All right.
we need his ears are popping out,
Yeah,
right?
that's a good.
And then I want to make like a red plume across the top. You know, like the mohawk thing,
Yeah.
right? And we'll make it lighter. Okay. Cool.
Oh, also, like, could we add in red whiskers, just for the outside part?
Yeah. Okay, we'll just make this a little.
All right, we got to cap it off there at some
I
point.
know.
We gotta
I'm
make
getting
the
out of
game.
control. This is a huge plume. He's very impressive as a
Oh
knight.
my god.
Well, I
Okay.
feel like, the higher your status, the more plumage, right?
There we go.
It's so funny because I'm distracted by working in Photoshop, and then I just look over and I'm like, what?
Okay, and then
all
basically we'll let's grab this color again. The eyedropper tool is a really useful one if you haven't used that before in Scratch, by the way. And now we're gonna like connect this somehow. Like we'll connect it here and we'll connect it here. And now he's ready for battle. All right, and then the one last thing, and then I promise I'll stop. I'm gonna give him a red sword because he is.
Yes.
So we'll have like a little handle here, right? And then
Can we call it the cat scratcher?
Yes.
I should have done this in Illustrator. But
Yeah, there's a sword. Does that work?
I believe it shall.
Okay, there we go. We're done.
There
All
it
right.
is.
So now when you press the green flag, that is one hardcore knight.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so so what's happening with the evil apple? Is he bouncing up and down to block the way?
I think so.
Okay, so let's make that happen. So there's a nice trick with this in Scratch where basically all we need to do is get a nice repeat block, forever block, and then we can, we'll start, let's see, go to, we'll start him here. And then basically we want the guy to move here. And so we'll glide for 1 second to there. And then we need a wait block because the 1 second's in there, that acts as a wait. And then we'll have him glide back to original position, which was -10 and 164. So let's see if that works properly.
Lori,
Very good.
Lori,
I'm
how? Oh, I just wanted to check if you need someone else to do another, like the game over screen or something.
oh yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah, I'll work on that while you're doing that because I think we have most of the game stuff worked out at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So now I will start programming what happens if we touch the apple. Which, Emily, what should we do when that happens?
Well, how complicated are we getting? Are we doing a point system quickly, or are we just going right to game over if he touches him?
I think for the sake of efficiency, we'll do just the game over. But if we have time, maybe we can add the.
That sounds good.
Does that sound good? Only because, we could keep going on this for hours and hours. And make
We
it
really
more and
could.
more
We could go
complicated.
down a rabbit hole.
Well, that's the cool thing about Scratch. Like, if you've ever attended any of our Scratch classes, like you have experienced some of the cool variety that you can add to a given game. Like, we always have a game like, we're going to make Apple Catch, but then the class will decide like their own little nuances and customizations they want to put in, and it makes like every class and every game that they make awesome. I mean, having sat in some of Evan's and Emily's classes, I've seen some pretty incredible Scratch games get made.
Yeah, it was always fun to kind of get that baseline going and then give the kids like the last, 10 or 20 minutes of class to be like, all right, now what do you want to add? And like some of the kids get very, very creative.
Oh,
They'll
yeah,
add
they
a
do.
point
Oh, yeah.
system. They'll add like different levels. They'll like make things speed up on the next level. Like it really can get quite intense and fun.
That's great. I saw Evan once with an advanced Scratch class make this incredible like racing game where there was like this edge bounce off the side of the track and there was an acceleration. So the car accelerates and decelerates with like pretty realistic game physics. It was like a replica of those old school arcade cabinets where you'd have the wheel and the little monster trucks would go around the loop. But it was so well done and so advanced. It was so awesome. Okay, so I have just about everything ready for this. All we need is the game backdrop, the you win and the you lose backdrop. So
I'm just adding a dragon.
cool. And Nick, you're working on which backdrop?
The game over
Okay.
one.
All right, very good.
It's just gonna be small.
Do you wanna draw you win screen in there,
Sure,
Rob?
sure. Yeah, I'll draw a you win screen. That sounds good. So I think maybe we will choose a fixed backdrop and I will draw on top of it. So
Nice.
let's have you go to the Space City if you win. That
Ooh, I like that one.
That sounds realistic, right?
Space City. Dun,
yeah.
dun, dun.
All right,
so good.
I think I'm going to hand draw this. And what color? Let's do like a nice neon green so it shows up nicely. So we'll make the pen size a little bigger. And we're going to see how well I can write with my mouse here.
Okay, so how do you want me to send you this background?
You can send it to me.
Slack.
Slack. Okay. Hopefully it fits.
I'd say that's pretty decent handwriting for mouse writing.
I like that. That's nice.
I'm going to add extra exclamation points down on the bottom here because it's that exciting.
It really is.
So while the taco is a wizard taco, it's a port key to a futuristic space world.
I love it.
I don't know wwhy I had to bring Harry Potter into this. It needed to happen. So
it's universally applicable.
yeah, that's what struck. So okay, so let's have a look here.
All right.
Okay,
What am I doing? I have a scale tool. Why am I not using that?
You're gonna have to do a win backdrop switches, hide.
Oh yeah. Oh, and actually, in fact, let's go over to looks here, and we'll switch to the backdrop when you start the game of one that's not ready yet, which I'm about to download. So bear with me for just a moment here. All right, so let's go ahead and upload a backdrop. Let me see where this is. Here it is. Open. Okay, we got our backdrop. Very good. That's beautiful. Okay,
Mine?
so beautiful. So we're gonna switch to backdrop. This one. So when we start the game, we're here, right? And then.
Ooh.
And then I need to switch if we are... I like the little dragon in the background. Very good. So then if we hit the taco, we're going to switch to the backdrop.
Oh, I see.
Space City. So I've got my guy now. So if I sneak over here... Hey! I win and go to space. And I think maybe I want to hide the sprites. I think maybe I'd like to do that.
So.
Maybe I'll broadcast a message.
Mm-hmm.
So first,
Yeah, you could do a broadcast, or you could do a win backdrop switches.
Totally that's a good one. That's a good one.
And that brings up a very good point about Scratch: is that you can program things in so many different ways. So it's just really up to you and like what you feel like is the best use of your tools and what you know how to do. And it's always fun to learn something new as well.
Absolutely. So actually, I don't need this. I can say when I receive message 1. We're going to say hide, and that means I need to, when the green flag is clicked, I have to show, because otherwise the character won't show up again. So
exactly.
There we are. So I will do the same thing for the apple. Little trick there, you can drag code blocks onto a sprite, and it will copy them over. So now I start the game, we can sneak by, and everybody disappears. And if I start it again... they didn't show up because the taco did, my player didn't. So I just need to go back to the sprite 1 and add the look to show when the game starts. So that okay, very good.
Quick question: do you need JPEG or what's the best file format?
JPEG will work. That works well.
Alrighty.
All right, let's stop this. So now, there we go. So the cool thing about a game like this is while it's a very simple game in terms of its mechanics, and we just generated this incredibly bizarre, complex backstory. And that's the fun part for me is like, let's dig a little deeper than what we're seeing. Let's develop a story. And I could put that story in the description of the game and share it, and maybe someone will have a little fun with it, All
right, I just sent over the game over screen.
All right. Oh, it's so good.
Yes.
Wait until y'all see this one. This is.
I kind of went with like the old like arcane sort of like feel to it. I cheated a little bit. I took the background from online, but
that's okay. Listen. So if touching apple, we are going to switch to backdrop. Game over.
Ooh, and is this like the old school English spelling of tomato?
I don't know. Is it? I just tried to spell
rotten
tomato.
Tomato.
Right. Oh, or like a tomato that also has a toe.
Maybe.
It's just a tomato with toes.
All right.
I added an E. I'm so dumb.
That's okay.
Hey, listen.
We're being hasty here, so it's quite all right. So let's see if this works. So I
spell good.
There we go.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Rob, you could also go in and put some blue over that E.
I could do that. Let's see. Okay, ready?
I do kind of like the tomato idea.
I'm gonna leave it. It's
you
good.
win.
And then the only thing I want to do is I think I want to make the enemy quicker to make it harder. So we're gonna make this 0.75 seconds. So the gliding time.
The playability how fun it is. You know, you got to play your game after you design it.
There we go. So, I think we can call this game finished. This would be a good example of the type of game we were looking for, not only because it had the basic mechanics that we had requested, but we had some creativity, some custom drawn backdrops, and a backstory, which is always a benefit. And that would have been nice if I had taken the time to write this in the description. But what do you think of our game?
I love it.
I like it.
You know, this has me thinking we need to once in a while do a create and hang session as a group and work collaboratively on a project like this. Because this was a lot of fun. I hope all of you out in YouTube land had a nice time watching us banter and make this game, because I had a lot of fun. Even if nobody watches, I'd still like to do it if you were all willing. So
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll be down.
You know?
yeah, it's nice to work together, working a little creativity together, and then divide up all the work and goes by quick and everybody contributes something. It's fun. Anyway, so let's just bring this all back. First of all, shout out to Dylan. Obviously, Dylan did a nice job and sent us, you know, he had the only submission. So by default, he's going to win this challenge because he was the only submission. But you know, thank you all for tuning in and hanging out with us while we made this game. I hope you all learned something. We will be announcing our challenge for the week next week on Monday, so keep an eye out for that video. We don't know what it is yet, so we're gonna figure that out over the weekend and let you know. It's gonna be something different. So, and if you have any ideas for challenges of the week that you'd like to see us do, we'd love your ideas. We're always welcome to ideas. Throw a comment in and let us know if anything sounds interesting. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, enjoy the other content, please hit the subscribe button. We would really, really appreciate it. We have all kinds of fun content on YouTube for people of all ages and all skill levels. And check out the DAE.com for our list of online workshops and private lessons and all the other cool stuff we do. And definitely throw a comment in if you've got some suggestions for some project ideas for us or new challenges of the week. Thanks as always, and thanks to my wonderful DAE admin team. Team DAE is the best team there is. Thank you all for participating. Did you all have fun with this?
We sure did.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Nice work, everybody.
Nice work. Anything to add, my friends?
I think that that May is Scratch Month, so that's kind of cool that we kicked this off, you know, and
kick Scratch Month off with a collaborative Scratch project. Good catch, Lori. So that's awesome. Definitely tune into Emily's live streams for some Scratch projects if you like them. And thanks.
We got Monday 10 a.m. and Tuesday 2 p.m. and then just some other fun stuff throughout the week.
You got to start the week off right with a fun Scratch project, right?
Exactly.
So thanks again. Thanks so much for tuning in. I had a blast today, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Bye.